Alright, what's up everybody? As you know, my last video was trying to find a dealership so I can trade in my truck that I absolutely hate. Took a load to get me up to Dortmund. Went to a little rock quarry there, and damn near killed my truck trying to get it out of there. It was not fun. But as you can see, I do now have all of this over here. If you guys have the game and you don't have the expansion going east, Steam currently right now has it on sale. I believe it was $6.49. It was something stupid cheap. It's going until December 3rd for the Black Friday deal. If you don't get it by then, chances are it probably will go on sale again closer to Christmas. If you miss it, then what I'd recommend doing is launching your Steam account, popping open the storefront, doing a search for Euro Truck Simulator 2 and the expansion, and adding them both to your wish list. When you do that, it's going to send you an email to whatever address you have for your Steam account, and it's going to tell you when that stuff goes on sale. And then you can rush home or hop on your phone or tablet or whatever and buy it, and then download it when you get home. So I've got that installed, and then again I've got my Scandinavian Pro Mod map pack on as well to give me Finland and all that cool stuff up there, which eventually I'll get to. As you can see, I've only got like 3% of this explored. So for some reason, when I'm outside the vehicle like this and have it running, it's insanely loud. My last video, I went back and listened to it, and there's a lot of it that I got drowned out. I could barely hear myself when I was backing up. So if I'm looking out here, I'm going to try and keep the engine off and do mirror back reversing only. So here we are at a man dealership. We are going to hop in here, maybe. Why not? I think I gotta back up. So we'll turn the truck on, then reverse, find my little entry thing. There it is. So when you're traveling to the dealerships or picking up a load or anything like that, you have to be on that spot or have your vehicle over it, otherwise it won't give you the option. Truck dealer is closed. I have an hour. That is a load of crap. Oh, I hate my life. Okay. So as you can see on my indicator, I do need to go ahead and sleep before I can do any other jobs. So what I'm going to do is right down the road, there is, if I can get the hell out of here. I really hate these smaller dealerships because the lots are really tiny. I could probably just sleep right there. It does have some parking stalls I could probably pull into. But I need to go and explore. So then on my map it'll show that I know this place. Like that sleep spot farther down, I haven't explored it, so I don't actually know it. And same with getting jobs. If you don't explore the area, then you can't get a job from it, I think. I could be wrong on that. So here's resting. Just come park your truck, press enter, poof! 8 hours have magically gone by in the world of the internet. So now it is 4:05. Crap. I gotta hurry and get back. And I just had a loan installment done. Yeah, I had made a video showing my garage, which I did end up deleting. Come on, people, let me out. Go, go. So I do have 2 drivers driving for me, making me some extra money, which is always cool. However, one of them is really pissing me off. He's already cost me like almost $1,000 for being stupid. Probably not completing a job. Or he was hella late. I don't know. So if he doesn't start making me money here soon, I'm gonna fire him and hire somebody else to take his truck. This is the world of trucking, I guess. Ooh. Okay. So now we are back. I'm gonna buy another truck, hopefully. Let's see if this one's stronger. Now, a lot of these do have restrictions, like this one can't touch it until level 14, but you can see it is a 6x4, so it's got the 210 axles with 4 wheels. And this one is a 6x2 4, so you got the 4 in the rear, but they're single, not dualies. And then you got the 4x2, which is just 2 tires in the back. And then you have this one. This is going to be, oh, it's only 320 horsepower. It's like 10 more than what I have. Fuck my life. Alright, you know what? Scratch that. I really didn't want to have to go back to driving a Scalia just yet. I did want to wait a while before I actually discover one of those, and then I can get a cool truck. Yeah, Ivecos do have decent trucks once you can get to the stronger motors. It's just this low horsepower and no torque at all is just driving me nuts. Excuse me, when I came up here, I was pulling a 10-ton trailer, and there was a lot of roads where I had to slow down, or I should say gear down to 8 and 9 gear just to make it up the hill. Yeah, which is not cool. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to explore these, find these areas. I'm going to go back to that shop, and I'm going to see if I can't do some kind of upgrades. Maybe I can get lucky and upgrade the engine. Because having more torque really does help. That doesn't necessarily mean that's the end-all be-all. There was a video from the Squirrel that I'd watched where I think he was actually in an Iveco, and it had like 3,000 foot-pounds of torque. Like, it was crazy high. Like, he was super stoked to drive it and see exactly, you know, what it would be like pulling it, because I mean, you have 3,000 foot-pounds of torque. I mean, you would think that it'd be a monster, and it was kind of the opposite. There was a lot of places that he drove it where the truck really struggled climbing hills. So, well, it doesn't necessarily mean everything, but obviously you want a truck that's got good horsepower, good torque, and it's something that you enjoy driving. I don't necessarily hate the Ivecos or the man trucks. I have driven both, and I do think they're fun to drive. The only truck in the game right now that I kind of have any dislike to is the Volvo. I know it's a good truck. They make good trucks. They certainly make good cars. But it's just something with the steering in that truck that just feels like weird. I don't like it. When I first started driving, when I first started playing this game, I should say, there was a Renault dealer right by where, holy crap, I'm gonna hit the hit the garage. That'd be great. Do more damage to this thing. But there was a Renault dealer, and I was just, okay, Renault dealer, new truck, let's buy it. Yeah, that was a pile of crap too. So, in my awesome driving skills, I have caused almost $2,500 dollars worth, or pounds, whatever you want to call them, worth of repairs. So we're gonna fix that, and then we're gonna check the upgrade job. Now I don't get a cab over change until level 8. Can't do a rear end until 10, and motors actually is 6. By the way, I did hit level 5. I just didn't have it recorded. Now I can switch transmissions to one that has a retarder, which really is going to help me with my problem of torque. Now here you can put on light bars and change accessories and all that other kind of cool stuff. You can put nameplates on both sides, put a front grille on, lower grille, change the door handle, foot plates, put different rims on, tank covers, you know, all sorts of stuff. Some trucks even have exhaust points too, where you can actually, well, it might be right here. Yeah, it's like you can change the exhaust. But I'm not going to do anything with this truck because I don't want to keep it. Now, when you buy a truck, you get like stock colors, usually from like black to white. Like these would be your main colors to pick. As you can see, mine's black. But when you come to the garage, you can go to the spray shop and you can pick like one custom color and change it to whatever you want in the color tone. Like I can make it bright red or salmon, pink, or whatever color your heart desires, you can make your truck to. That's really ugly. You also have designs where it'll do stuff like that. And there's more as you get up. Level 25 being the last design. I think it's like level 10 or 14 that you get this really cool like blade looking thing right here, which is one of my favorites. So I'm actually gonna go and change this to a black with white racing stripe, just because it looks cool. And it's gonna cost me 10 grand. Oh well. Alright, so my first video that I did was 45 minutes long. And I probably should have chopped that up into like 2 videos, but I wasn't paying attention. Realized it after I did it. I do want to keep my video lengths down to about 25 minutes, maybe half an hour. Just depends. So we're gonna go to the map. Actually, I'll show you my garage quick. So these are my drivers. These are their trucks. This is their rating. They're only 0.8. I haven't had them for a while. This is how much money they make. Now this dude Guido, which is kind of a funny name, he was making 62 pounds a day. Absolutely terrible. And he's really picked it up. So that's awesome. So he cost me 633. But then he turned around and made me 5 grand. So he can keep his job. I'm not going to take it in my garage because it's nothing spectacular. It's just a standard 3-bay. Nothing too crazy. Now, weight-wise, I'm not going to pull anything over 20 tons. Not until I can get a better engine or a better truck. So we could go to Denmark with, I think those are trees? Yeah, logs. I don't want to go back to a town I've already been to. I don't want to go to the UK yet. I'm trying to stay away from there. We drive all the way down to Switzerland, 9-hour trip, which I don't want to do either. So I think we're going to go up to Denmark. 8 hours. Should probably take me like 7. So this might turn into a 2-part video, probably. So we're going to grab the directions to that one. And you're going to stop because I'm not such a great driver. Reset my camera and try not to rear end this bus. So yeah, there's a lot of things that you can do in this game. Like some people set up like a cheat profile or character or whatever you want to call it, and they'll put in mods that give them like crazy insane amounts of money and infinite levels. And then they just play around with different mods, different things like that allows you to haul stuff. Like there's a Bamboa or something like that tree. It weighs 70 tons. And it is ginormous, utterly huge. And yeah, you definitely need like a top-end truck to pull that. I couldn't imagine trying to take that kind of load with a 310 horsepower truck. I don't even think you can get it out of the frickin' pickup market, wherever you gotta go to get it. Which I have had that happen to me. I was gonna get a load out of the rock pit that I went into to get up to this town. And the lightest load was like 20 tons. And I figured, I'll just crawl out. Yeah, it was taking so long to get out of there, and all I wanted to do was go explore that dealership, which was a waste of time anyways. And it was just taking forever. Like, it literally took me 5 minutes to go maybe like 100 feet. This truck just cannot pull that kind of weight. And the rock quarries are like, oh my god, it's crazy inclines. Insane steepness to get out of. No, it's got a GPS track, whatever that means. Oh well. It's crazy hard to get out of. And eventually I just said, screw it. I wanted to go get that dealership done, so I abandoned it and called to have somebody else come pick up the load. Cost me like 9,000 pounds. Yeah. Lesson learned, I guess. So now I'm going to see if I can just... Nope, not going to happen. I'm going to try and cheat. So I guess we'll have to do this 3-way. I guess turn around. And there we go. And I'm actually trying to do this with just my mirrors. Because like I said before, when I was trying to... Damn, I completely missed that. I am failing so hard. Either I can stick my head out the window, but then I can't talk until I'm done backing up and attaching the trailer. Or I can try and do this like most truck drivers would do, and just use the mirrors. Like that. Alright. So now that I'm done failing miserably, now we're going to try and get it out here without hitting that trailer. Holy crap. That has to be epically close. Yeah. They couldn't park that crap in here any tighter. So that's what my truck looks like, my newfound racing stripe. This place is a pain in the ass to get out of. It's kind of weird driving from this angle. So, we'll get back in the cab. Probably didn't hear anything I just said while I was doing that, looking at the truck and the load. And now I'm just going to pull out in front of these dudes. They'll stop, hopefully. So I didn't even look at the time on this. It's 4:35, and I have approximately 8 hours to my arrival, which means I'll be there at like 11. So you'll see some nighttime driving towards the end. I kind of steer away from actually recording that, just because it's really boring. You'll see, like, if it gets dark enough, I'll kick my headlights on, and you can see like 20 feet, maybe 30 feet in front of the truck, and yeah, it doesn't show a whole lot. I could do what other people do and just kick the high beams on and piss the AI off. But for me, it kind of takes away the fun of it. It makes it a lot harder to see the road. You can't predict what's coming other than looking at the map and watching the lines in front of you. So I think in that aspect it makes it a little bit more challenging. I've seen some pretty cool stuff at night. I've passed some trains while they were running. That looked really awesome. I think in somebody's video they said that with this map pack there is a UFO that you can see in the night. Now, on my way up here to Dortmund or wherever, yeah, Dortmund, I'm probably saying that horribly wrong, but on my way up here I saw something with big lights. I don't know if it was a plane, which it very well could be because there are planes, or if it was this UFO that people have talked about. I'm not sure. That would have been something kind of cool to record, but again, the chances of seeing stuff like that at night aren't very good. So, and night driving is kind of boring. You know, maybe if I get bigger and become like an actual channel and putting up a bunch of content and stuff, and people asking questions and kind of like doing like mini QA sessions, then maybe I'll probably do a night drive, because I don't have to pay attention as much versus the day. Like, I do a lot of sightseeing and I have missed exits because I've gotten caught staring at stuff in the game. I know it kind of sounds bad, but there are parts of this game that are just crazy, like awesome. I've passed over some really awesome bridges, seen some cool cities that I've driven by. Like once I go up to Finland, like holy crap, they did an awesome job up there. I love it. I went all the way up to by like, I think it's called like Turku or something like that. I can hit the map later and double check it, but it's way up in the very top. And just the bridges and the scenery and the water, like it was just crazy. Like if the country actually looks anything remotely close to what it kind of shows here in this game, it'd be definitely a good spot to go and vacation and check out and just get some R&R if I could ever afford a trip across there. Not. So I don't even remember where the hell I'm going. I'm just driving where the GPS tells me to go. But we picked up just outside of Dortmund in a, I don't know, it was like a Trieste or Trieste, some tree company. And I know that there's a mod, I don't know if it's the TSM map pack, that you can get where those places actually turn into IKEAs, which I think is kind of funny. You know, like IKEA makes everything funny. Maybe not. Oh well. So during the day, I mean, you can see like a lot of cool stuff. Like there's some massive windmills going, getting that whole clean energy thing. And this is how I cause most of the damage on my truck. I will find something that looks cool, and I will have a total shiny moment or something like that, and I will sit there and stare at it. And next thing I know, my truck either flips or I hit a barrier or take out a car or rear end somebody because I'm not paying attention. I am too busy checking out the scenery. So that may or may not happen. I'm going to try not to. As you can see, I've got 52,000 pounds left to play around with. I did get, again, another loan from the bank. I think I owe them like a total of 500k or something like that. Something stupid. But it allowed me to get 2 drivers, more income. Not a whole lot more, but more. So whenever I'm driving, they're driving, which is a good thing. doesn't want to make more money. I did go ahead and give them the Majesty trucks, which are the Mercs, the Mercedes. Maybe once I get higher level and I know that I've unlocked some stuff, because from your like main launch point where you can drive, pick a job and stuff like that, you can see what upgrades are available for, you know, whatever trucks that you unlock. So as I track that, I might possibly try and drive one of those. I haven't driven one yet. The mod for the actual Mercedes truck, to put it in game and have the Mercedes, you know, logos and all the cool fancy stuff, I'm gonna totally cut that dude off. That's okay. It looks really sick. Like, I've watched a couple of videos of other people that play this game, as well as Squirrel. You will probably hear me reference him quite a bit, so if you get sick of hearing it, sorry, don't really care. I mean, there I go again, hitting a barrier. And that was the realism mod kicking in there. So I hit that, caused a crap ton of damage to the front end of my truck, and it started bouncing like a mother. In the stock game, it wouldn't do that. It would just hit it and be like, bang, and then find me, or cause the damage, whatever. And that's what I get for trying to check my mirrors so I don't run over an AI car. When there's like a couple of things you can do, like this here. Ooh, look at that, merging. Yes, come to a dead stop. That's smart. The AI is not smart at all. In 1.8, which there was a teaser released, as Squirrel is in the beta, put out a new video of one of the new Scania trucks and some remakes to it. 1.8 may possibly go live this week, which would be awesome, because then these dumb AI drivers will stop sitting. I mean, we're on a frickin' interstate, and they will come to a complete halt if they get cut off by another AI. And it's stupid. I've rear-ended so many AI vehicles on the interstate, especially at night, because they're just sitting there chilling. They don't know what they're doing. They don't know if they're coming or going. And, yeah, I just rear-ended them. Oops. Not really sorry. So yeah, it'll be great. Quality of life change, hopefully. Hopefully if we hit a straighter spot, I will try and pan out to the second view and show off the truck and this glorious load of logs. That sounds funny. What did you do today? I carried a load of logs. Well, that's great. Next time use the bathroom. Haha, dumb joke. So, with your ETAs, that's all it is it's just a rough ETA. So like, if you can make really good time and keep your truck pretty much flat out hammered, you can cut, like, I think the best that I've done is cut like 2.5 hours off the delivery time. Now, currently there is no bonus for doing that. I just kind of happen to do it. But that would be something cool that they implement, like you get paid more money, or you know, you get like a discount on any fines that you got, or you know, whatever. I don't care. So here's a good straight. So here is the exterior. I don't know how well you'll be able to hear me because this truck does get kind of loud on the outside. But you can see just some of the scenery around is just crazy. Now it's not, you know, like a Half-Life 2, you know, engine, or, you know, some other insane game that's got crazy graphics. But for a simulator, it's not half bad. I mean, it's not Forza 5, it's not Forza 4, or Gran Turismo 5, or, you know, anything like that. But for what it is, this isn't bad as far as graphics go. And my driving is absolutely horrendous in this view. Anything else cool to look at? No, not really. Sunrise is starting to go, or the sunset's starting to happen, so we're getting about that time where it's going to start getting dark. I'm going to turn the headlights on. And I'll show you how terrible it is driving with the headlights. I have my weather sensitivity turned down. I thought that it'd be cool to run the game at 50% chance of rain, and it sucked. Like, every freaking load that I did, halfway through it, it started raining. And it wasn't like oh, look at that, sprinkles here and there, I can still see. No, it was like getting shit on. And the AI is doing like 50 and a 90, and it was horrible. Absolutely horrible. I hated it. Wanted to punch myself for turning it on that high. Ooh, what's he hauling? Can't really tell. Good talk. So I did turn it down. It's barely up. It's like 10%.